Welcome to the Meowtavern, everyone. Today we're going to summarize and review a rom-com disaster that can be a guilty pleasure for many. What is a wolf girl, or even a black prince? So, a wolf girl is someone who consistently lies, or somewhat of a compulsive liar. And a black prince in this anime's case is, I guess, a cold-hearted jerk, or somewhat of a tsundere, but he's not really a tsundere in my opinion. So, for those of you who have not watched Wolf Girl and Black Prince, here is a horrible summary according to me. So, it's about a really silly girl who lies her way through high school to make friends or to connect with new people and to impress the Stinky Duo. Here, I present to you the Stinky Duo. The Stinky Duo are her first few friends in her class, and they always consistently talk about their boyfriends. They're basically girls who have no other interests other than talking about their boyfriends, which kind of puts this pressure on Erika because she doesn't want to be alone and wants to have friends to make up her own non-existent boyfriend to brag and talk to them about so that she can be included in the group. The Stinky Duo don't really believe her. They know and they've kind of caught on to the fact that maybe one of her other friends is making a phone call to her every lunchtime when they're in the cafeteria eating together, and that maybe, Erika is lying and doesn't have a boyfriend. So the Stinky Duo, the duo that are stinky, decide to ask Erika to show a proof, some sort of proof, and specifically a photo of her boyfriend. Erika kind of panics, and that day, or maybe it's the next day, she basically someday after school decides to take a picture of a really handsome guy that she comes across on the street, complete stranger, she doesn't know him, takes a photo of him, and runs away and shows it to the Stinky Duo, who recognize him in the cafeteria as Kyouya Sata. And there you go. The lies are catching up to the wolf girl, and she finds herself in a ridiculous situation where she's practically down bad and begging this guy to make a deal with him. And in a very My Lovely Samsung situation, or it kind of reminded me of My Lovely Simpsons type of situation, they make a deal, a contract. Basically, he is going to be her fake boyfriend, and she will be his dog. Wow. And it's not even like she's a servant running around. Yeah, kinda, but he treats her like a dog in the show. It's weird. But yeah, woo. I love My Lovely Samsung, okay? It had the perfect amount of cringe, the perfect amount of comedy, and the whole contract situation was very different. I'm just saying that it reminded me of it. It's not correlated at all to this anime, but the execution was a little different in that show, and in this What? It's a dog. Perfect. I want to say this before I continue that I am a connoisseur of cringe comedy. I absolutely love cringe comedy. It's kind of like how some people watch bad movies just for the fun of it. I watch cringe comedy or cringe content for the fun of it. I love torturing myself that way. I am my own enemy. And this show has very toxic relationship dynamic between the two, but I could not stop staring and watching this dumpster fire. I loved it. Something's wrong with me. So I started off by reading 2 chapters of the manga just because I wanted to get a feel of how the manga art style might be different from the anime. I don't know. I thought it did a thing. I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 chapters that I read of the manga, I thought it was actually really entertaining. I found one particular scene that is also in the anime, where the Stinky Duo go up to Erika and Kyouya during lunchtime and try and confront them by out loud talking about all the lies that Erika has said about the things that she does with her boyfriend, which honestly is a huge lie. And it ends up embarrassing Kyouya because he has this clean slate, I'm a good boy, I'm a nice person type of attitude that he was kind of dishing out to the school. And now it's been tarnished because of Erika BSing her way through everything. And so he kind of keeps his cool and calm. And the most satisfying part of it is like him somewhat spooking the stinky duo. I don't know. I really liked it. Because I didn't really like the fakeness of the stinky duo. If you don't like hanging out with Erika, just be like, hey, you don't fit in, don't hang out with us. Come on. So the anime starts off slightly differently than the manga. You know, the opening scene is her taking a picture of Kyouya, the opening song, and then it starts off like demonstrating right off the bat her wolf girl attributes, you know, her lying. She gets hit accidentally by a bunch of boys playing soccer, and so she growls at them, but a few of her schoolmates are passing by her, and so she doesn't want to scare them off. And so she kind of, you know, goes into wolf girl mode and tries to people please and starts lying about being a pro at soccer. And she kicks the ball and it kind of goes backwards and hits some poor guy's window. Like, and that's on their first day of school too, that she's like just lying through her teeth to fit in. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It was really embarrassing. It was really cringe. Like, it starts with the cringe right off the bat. I guess she's a people pleaser, right? So she's down bad for gold star points. My first impressions of Erika, or my entire impression of her. She is a liar who wants to people please and fit in. She can be a little feisty at times, which I can appreciate. You know, she can sometimes stand her ground. And she, at times, when it comes to the romance part of it, she doesn't seem to realize that she doesn't need to copy other couples and like their version and idea of what couples should do on a date. She shouldn't try and follow those, because you can have a perfectly good date by doing whatever you want. It's more about the experience that you have with your partner versus what you think people should be doing. But then again, she's never dated somebody, so she's just trying to copy, you know, she's just trying to go based off what she's seen. So you can't completely fault her in that. And I know that Kyouya at a certain point does lecture her about it, and I do agree with him, but at the same time, let the girl experience holding hands in public. You know, there's no harm in it. It's her first time, and when it's your first time dating somebody, you want to kind of experience all the cliche stuff before you move on to the normal stuff. So I get her perspective too, you know. But like I said, I like her standing her ground sometimes. Kind of like around episode 5 or 6. Yeah, let me look at my notes to remember, because fart brain. From what I wrote down, this is right after she has confessed to Kyouya that she has started forming feelings for him and would like to actually drop the act of her and him being fake boyfriend, girlfriend, and actually pursue something real together. And they're at a cafe, I think, or they're eating somewhere, and he just straight up mocks her and makes fun of her and over exaggerates and says, oh, I like you too. But no, he's just messing around with her. He's toying with her feelings. She gets mad and she takes a glass of water and just splashes his face with it. It is so satisfying to see her do that. She doesn't hang out with him on Christmas or the rest of the winter break, and he comes over on Christmas to meet her, and he puts a chain around her, a necklace around her neck, the necklace, and calls it a collar. And homegirl here is so down bad for this man's. She has completely forgotten how he's toyed with her feelings and just immediately goes back to him. Like, I feel like she cares way too much about the material goods that he gives her, because later on in the anime he does give her a bracelet as well that she, I feel like, puts way too much value into, and gets, like, she easily gets distracted by the material he gives her. So he'll do the bare minimum to make her happy, or he'll buy her something, he'll buy her happiness, and she'll give it. And I'm like, girl, come on, he just messed with you. Be more angry at him, you know, or have a conversation about it before you let it go, which they don't, because they're teenagers. Meh, you know. You know, I'm not gonna slam dunk on her because she's pretty self-aware. You know, the heart wants what it wants, and her heart wants a jerk. Can't do anything about it. There are people I know who fall for mean people too. Sucks. yeah, Erika, she's down bad. She doesn't treat one of her best friends, Sanchan, properly. I wish she did. She wants to fit in with Stinky Duo. And yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for Simp Lord. Bruh. This man's. So, he says the weirdest stuff ever. Like, here's a screenshot that I'm gonna share with you from the anime, and I'm like, what are you saying? What? Now, we all know Erika is the down bad one. So, what is Kyouya? Kyouya is emo edgelord who thinks he's just hot shit. He doesn't really have a sad background, and he even himself in episode 11 says that to Erika, that he doesn't have a traumatic background or abandonment issues. His parents just got divorced. That's it. That's his background story. There is no, like, he is mean and a jerk because something happened to him. He's just a mean and a jerk and toys around just for fun. That's just how he is. Kind of like Kyouya, you know? Kyouya 2.0. Bruh. I'm not even going to talk about him. Okay, I know I said I wouldn't talk about Kyouya, but here I am, while editing, deciding to actually include a bit about him. Very quickly, okay? So Kyouya, if you haven't seen Wolf Girl Black Prince, he is obsessed with trying to get Kyouya to be with more than one girl. I have no idea why, but Mans tries this multiple episodes, trying to get him to hook up or date more than one girl and not just be stuck and tied down to Erika. I don't know why he's obsessed, but he is, and he's freaking weird, and honestly, his character is just laughable. He's a clown. Kyouya the clown. Okay, everybody. Now, carrying on. Yeah, he simply enjoys messing with girls who especially have a crush on him, because he knows he can get away with it. He is basically pretty privileged. Yeah. Most people around him tend to forgive him because he is attractive, and he gets away with it. That's Kyouya for you. And since Erika likes him, he has the power to toy with her feelings however he wants, especially since he knows she is that down bad for him. Bro is Chad, I guess. Shit. But like I was saying, I read so many comments underneath the site that I was using to watch this anime just absolutely go crazy and tear into Kyouya and how much they absolutely didn't like him and how they didn't like Erika. It was just entertaining. So I feel like most people who've watched Wolf Girl Black Prince already, we all can collectively agree that we do not like how the protagonist is either down bad or just plain rude for the sake of being plain rude. So I don't even have to go out of my way to convince you that if you watch it, if you haven't watched it, it's it's interesting. It's an interesting duo. I mean, it's not a duo that's new. It's been done before, but it's been done better. Every time I would read the manga and the name Kyouya would pop up, or someone would say Kyouya, I would automatically think of Kyouya from Orin High School Host Club. And maybe this is Kyouya in an alternate universe where he's a total douche. I don't know. I don't know. Self-absorbed, spoiled, pretty privileged, a jerk. Well, yeah, pretty much. He gets a 8 out of 10 edgelord. So, okay, I've been itching to get to this part, and I want to talk about a side character that almost nobody mentions in the show about and kind of glosses over. It is one of the Stinky duo. She's Erika's friend, and she's dating the older guy, and I highly doubt that he's a college student because he has enough money to be able to afford a bunch of trips. Right, a bunch of trips, and the Okinawa one, especially when they go during summer vacation. That is not a college student. He is a grown man, and I'm pretty sure she was dating him before that first day of high school. So she was dating him when she was in middle school. I know the age of consent in Japan is 13, but god damn, this nasty. Anyways, if you liked Wolf Girl Black Prince, I looked into it, and the author has written other similar love story type of mangas. One called Bye Bye Liberty, and another one called Imakoi, I'm in Love. So just a little fun fact I thought of throwing in there, just in case, you know. In the manga, Erika and Kyouya eventually do get married and end up having a cute little daughter, but what would I know? I didn't finish it. I dropped it after Kusakabe, is that his name? Kusakabe ended up getting with a girl. I do wish Erika didn't act like a little puppy dog all the time, though. It was kind of embarrassing because when they do start dating, her tone kind of changes a little bit, but it's like she's more willing to be a puppy dog. I don't know. It was embarrassing. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, calm down. I understand that you are simping. My sister, I understand that you got someone you think is a 10 out of 10, but good lord. Calm thyself down. Erika is still a wolf girl for a while, and the Black Prince still has a big ego and is mean for a while. I'm gonna give this like a 7 out of 10 for cringe, 7 out of 10 for comedy, and a 2.5 for romance. The romance wasn't romancing, that's why I didn't mention it too much. It's just a ridiculous anime, honestly. It's got a very ridiculous tone, and honestly, if you want to check it out, check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like, you don't like it. I'm kind of in the middle where I don't know how to feel about it. I don't really care about the romance between the two characters. Is that bad? I don't know. What can we learn from this? I guess we can learn from Erika. 1, not to be down bad, and 2, not to be a people pleaser, which, same. I mean, I've been there, you know, when I was in high school too. I also wanted to be on like the good side of everybody, but you can't please everybody, you know. As always, thank you for watching Meowtavern. I'm Ash, or Mew. See you in my next video, travelers. Bye bye.